No more discussions, honey lamb. We'll get a brand new radio.
Oh, but darling, do you think we can afford it?
Honey, that's my worry. Oh, thank you very much.
Come in.
Good morning, chump. Ready to go to work? In a minute, pal. Oh, and by the way, darling, get some Venetian blinds, too.
All right.
And get me an electric razor.
Congratulations, you must have hit bank night.
Nothing like it, my pal. I got a raise.
What? Say, don't tell me that nickel-nursing Taiwan boss of yours gave you a raise.
Sure, I walked into his office and I said, Mr. Fremantle, now that I have assumed the responsibilities of matrimony...
Oh, isn't he wonderful, Herman?
Is he?
My weekly stipend is not enough for two. Fremantle congratulated me, wished me luck, and raised my salary $20.
Herman, why don't you and Tilly get married?
What, on my salary?
What do you think, on hers? Anyway, Millie's right. Why don't you go to your boss, Mr. Quackenhack? Tell him you're married and ask him for a raise. What can you lose?
Say, that's an idea. What can I lose? Pat, if I didn't know you better, I'd call you a genius.
Thanks.
Goodbye, Millie.
Goodbye.
Now listen, these corn plasters will make a corn pop in 2 days. They're also good for housemaids' knees and fallen arches. And another thing, pick up my foot. Do you realize the sales have dropped off 40% in South America? Don't they wear shoes down there anymore? Come in. Give away 5,000 new samples. We've got to make the public corn plaster conscious. Now get out of here and show me some action. Come on now, everybody. Well, what do you want?
Mr. Quackenhack.
Yes?
Now that I've assumed the responsibilities of matrimony, I think it only fair that I
get it. You want a raise, huh?
Well, I was thinking about it.
Well, that's all right, my boy. I want all my employees to marry young.
Do you?
Yeah, it sort of plants their feet firmly upon the ground.
That's swell.
And after all, you know, our business is feet.
That's right.
Son, what's your salary?
$40 a week, Mr.
From
Quackenhack.
today on, it's 65.
Oh, Mr. Quackenhack.
That's all right. Back to work now. Back to work. Say, by the way, where do you live?
At the York Apartments, Mr. Quackenhack.
York Apartments.
Yeah.
Why, that's right in my neighborhood.
Really?
Yes, I'll drop around this evening and meet the bride.
Oh, but no, you can't do
That's
that.
all right
But, Mr.
now.
We're not ready, Mr.
Please,
Quackenhack.
that's enough.
But, Mr. Quackenhack.
There's no formalities.
But, Mr.
That's
Quackenhack.
all right. I'll be there at 8 o'clock.
Oh, Mr. Quackenhack.
That's all right. That's enough.
Oh.
Say, has your wife got corns?
Well, I think so.
Well, then give her these corn plasters with my compliments.
Oh, Mr. Quackenhack.
And may all your children wear tight shoes.
Oh, Mr. Quackenhack.
Send me in the bunion exploit.
You don't know when Tilly will be back? You don't know where she is? Oh, this is terrible. It's very important. Well, just tell her I called, Mrs. Springer. All right. Oh, Pat.
Herman! Say, Herman, how did you make out?
Wonderful. Terrible.
What? Hey, what are you excited about?
I got the raise. Oh!
Well, then what are you yelling about?
But the boss is coming here to meet my wife, you fathead.
The boss?
Sure.
Gee.
Look, Pat.
What?
You remember when you were getting married?
Yeah.
And I loaned you the $100?
Oh, I'll never forget it, pal.
Well, you gotta do something for me now.
All right.
Lend me Millie.
Millie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Millie?
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. That's my wife.
Don't be silly, only while the boss is here.
Definitely no.
No?
No, and
Well, look here.
I wouldn't... Oh! No!
Well, what about the $100 then?
Yeah, did you get... Oh, I see you got me the taxi cab. Very good, Harmon. Hello there, Ben.
Why, Cyrus, I haven't seen you since you opened your 8th factory.
Well, you old rascal. How's the zipper business?
Couldn't be better.
Fine.
Say, we have the buttonhole industry on the run.
That's good.
Where you bound for, the club?
No, I'm going to the York Apartments to visit a newly married employee of mine.
York Apartments?
Yes.
That's funny. I have a newly married employee living there, too, a
No.
kid named Mason.
Well, there you are. Why don't you come along with me and visit that boy of yours?
You're on.
I'll pay the taxi fare.
You'll have to.
No.
Oh, but Pat, we owe Herman this much. We must help him out.
I'm still not interested.
Think of my raise. Think of my future. Oh, Pat, please.
Well, I guess I'll have to. What does she have to do?
Put on an apron to come into my apartment. That's swell, Pat.
You know, I wouldn't do this for anybody but you.
I'll never forget it, pal.
Yeah, well, see that you
Well,
don't.
here I am. Come on.
Come on.
Millie? Millie, darling, haven't you forgotten something?
Oh,
Oh,
darling.
come on with this kid stuff. Now remember, Millie, call me Sugar Pie.
All right.
Ah, here's my young man. See you later.
Well, mine must be done. Oh, here it is, 15B.
Oh. Here.
Come in.
Oh, a picture of connubial bliss.
Mr. Quackenhack?
Yes?
I'd like to present the
That's
little...
all right, young man, I know. This is the little woman.
Yes?
How are you, my dear?
Oh, fine, thank you, Mr. Hack. Quack.
No, Quackenhack is the name. A little hard to pronounce at first, but you'll get it.
Yes, think of a duck, doll.
Very good, very good. Quiet, young man.
Won't you sit down, please?
Well, I'd be glad to, glad to. Now, you two lovebirds, sit over there in that chair. I want to look at you.
Well,
Come on, sit right down now. Make yourself to home. Now, put your arm around her waist, Herman.
Well,
Come on, it's all right, my boy. Put your arm around her.
All right.
Now, give her a nice big kiss.
Oh, no,
Look,
not that.
you're married, aren't you?
Oh, no, you can't.
Well, that's fine then. A big kiss, Herman.
Well,
Come on. Don't be bashful. That's fine. Now, tell me about yourself.
Oh, well, there's really nothing to tell.
My boy, a young bride's place is in the home, not gadding about with neighbors.
Yeah, you're right, Mr. Fremantle. I can't imagine what's keeping her. I don't know. Oh, Mr. Fremantle, would you like to see what I'm going to do with the employees get-together next week?
Well, if it don't take too long.
No, it won't take a second. Sit right there. Make yourself right at home, Mr. Fremantle. It won't take a minute. Just as soon as I get this record on.
Boy. Well, where is your wife?
I'll get her in a minute.
When I first started in, all I had was a bright idea and my father's corn to work on. But your radiator is leaking, my dear.
Will you pardon me, Mr. Quackenhack?
Why, certainly, Herbert.
but Herbert,
And it wasn't long before I opened my first corn plaster factory.
Listen, I'm sorry, but I have to foreclose on Millie. My boss is in my apartment.
He is? Oh, you're out of luck. I can't spare her now, pal.
Don't give me that pal stuff. What do you mean you can't spare my wife now? Get her in there quick before I come in and drag her out.
All right. I'll get her.
Well, see that you do. I'm not going to wait around all day.
And then I opened my sixth factory.
Mr. Quackenhack.
Yes?
Wouldn't you like to try a cup of Tilly's tea? It's delicious.
Why, I'd be delighted, my boy.
Well, come on, darling.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Black.
Yeah, black and white. Cute kids.
Oh, Herman, what's the idea?
Right back to your own apartment. Pat's boss is waiting to see you.
But how?
Well, go across the legs. Don't be a chicken.
Oh, Herman, I can't make that.
Sure you can. Come on, I'll show you.
Oh,
There you are.
Oh.
Now, don't look down. Keep your head up. Go ahead. You're doing fine. Don't look down now. Go ahead. You got it now. Don't look down. No, don't look down.
Herman! Oh!
I told you not to look down. Now, go ahead. Take it easy. You got it now. Don't look down. There, you see. Now, you're almost to the other window. Easy.
Yeah.
That's right. There you are.
Oh, Herman, I'm dizzy.
Well, none of us are perfect. Go ahead. Keep going. There you are now. There, girl.
Pat, I can't understand you young people. When I was first married, I wouldn't let my wife out of my sight for 5 years. Until she divorced me.
You're wrong, Mr. Fremantle. I mean, you're right. What I wanted to say is...
Darling, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I was
honey
delayed.
lamb, this is Mr. Fremantle, my employer.
Oh, my
How do you
dear.
do?
This was worth waiting for.
Oh.
Pat, I congratulate you.
Thank you.
Please sit down, Mr. Fremantle. Oh, would you like a cup of tea, Mr. Fremantle?
No, I just want to sit here and look at you happy young people.
Oh, Mr. Fremantle.
Oh. Bride seems to be having a little trouble with the tea.
Worse than that. She seemed to have run out of sugar. I think I'll go next door and borrow some.
All right, my boy, you go ahead.
My dear young lady, the country is becoming more zipper conscious every moment. Soon a buttonhole will be a museum piece.
Excuse me, Mr. Fremantle, I think our cat wants to get in.
Oh.
Oh, will you go away and leave me alone?
I must have Millie. Quack and Hack is waiting for us.
You tell Wagon Track she's busy.
Isn't he tired of looking at her?
Say, don't talk about my wife that way.
All right, I apologize, but please send her in, will you, pal?
Don't give me that pal stuff. I'll send her in, but you get her right back.
Okay.
Say, what do you know about that? It wasn't our cat at all. It was a strange cat.
Now, getting back to the zipper business.
Oh, Mr. Fremantle, would you care for a cup of coffee? No trouble at all. Honey, make Mr. Fremantle a cup of coffee like a nice girl, will you? Hurry up now. Make the coffee fast. Get back to Herman's apartment quick. He's turning blue.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Fremantle.
Hurry along, dear. She won't be a minute, Mr. Fremantle, if you'll just relax for a second. Yes.
Well, Herman?
Oh, in a moment, Mr. Quackenhack.
I hope so.
Darling, I have a confession to make.
Well, what is it?
We're all out of tea.
All out of tea.
Yes.
Oh, it's my fault, dear.
Oh, no, Sugar Pie, it's my fault.
You're wrong, children. It's really my fault. I shouldn't have accepted the offer.
Oh.
But by the way, what do you young folks do for recreation? Play cards?
Oh, no,
we don't
no,
do
no.
that.
We just roll back the rug, turn the radio on, and Herman dances
You
for me.
dance, Herman?
Well, a little bit. I don't...
Well, I'd love to see a sample of your dancing.
Would you?
Yes, go ahead, Herman.
Well, all
Dance
right.
for Mr. Quackenbush.
Yeah, Quack and Hack is the name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Can I help you?
Yeah, that's all right. Now, you sit over there, Mr. Quackenhack.
Yes. Come here, my dear.
Pat, see how the wife is coming along with the coffee.
The coffee? Yeah, yes. Oh, darling, how's the coffee coming? Oh, in about 5 minutes? 5 minutes.
That's fine. My friend, Mr. Quackenhack, is visiting people next door to you. I don't want him to go without me, so if you'll excuse me, I'll just drop in on them.
Yes. Oh, Mr. Fremantle, wait a minute. I wouldn't go in there if I were you.
Why?
Why, they're dreadful people. Nobody in the building talks to them.
Nonsense. An employee of Quackenhack must be a nice chap. Don't you know them?
Certainly I know them.
Then take me in and introduce
Oh,
me.
Mr. Fremantle, wait a minute.
Oh, you're doing fine, Mr. Hackensack.
Yeah, a Hackensack. That's a town in Jersey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So this is what you call the Big Apple, huh?
Come in.
No.
Oh, hello, Ben. Look, I'm running the Big Apple. Ben, I want you to meet Mr. and Mrs. Littlefield.
Where's my coffee?
Mr. Fremantle, just a minute. There seems to be a slight misunderstanding. This isn't my wife. This is Tilly. My wife is Millie. You see, we married twins.
What, Cyrus? What? This is the most remarkable resemblance I've ever seen. Step next door with me and meet Pat's wife. You never saw anything like it.
Oh,
Come right in. Come on.
Mr. Fremantle, just Mr. Fremantle.
Even twins wouldn't look that much alike.
You'll see.
Gentlemen, I don't think she's home.
Never mind.
I hope so, though.
Tell you what, to forget the coffee and come in here.
Yes, sir.
You'll see.
Now, what you need is glasses.
Huh.
Oh, Precious! Come and meet all these charming people.
Ah, there you are.
Yes, but there's only one difference. Herman's wife had a mole on her neck.
Cyrus, you're crazy. I didn't notice any moles.
You probably weren't looking at her neck.
Yes, I was. I'll bet you $20 there's no mole on her neck.
It's a bet. Come on.
Oh, Pat!
The window!
What, again?
Yes, the window! The window! Oh, the window!
Hyman, get your wife. We'll split this bet. I'm a sure winner.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
Help! Help! Oh! Oh!
It's Millie. It's Tilly.
Look!
Oh!
Oh! My wife!
His wife.
Our wife!
Pat!
I'll be right there, dear.
Oh, but hurry!
Hold it, dear, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm coming, dear.
Be careful.
Yeah, I got you, darling. Just keep your head up.
Yeah.
Follow me.
Oh, the bill.
Follow me.
Pat.
Keep your head along the wall.
Oh, Pat, wait a minute.
Down the other way, darling. That's it. Now, hang on to me, dear.
Oh,
we got a little ways to go.
hang on.
Just a little bit more.
Oh,
Here we are.
careful.
Come on, darling. Oh, did you hurt yourself, darling?
Now let's get this straight. Whose wife is she?
She's mine.
All right, you're fired. And as for you, forget the raise. On second thought, forget the job. You're fired. Come on, Ben.
Oh, Pat. Oh.
So don't cry, darling, now.
Ring for the elevator, Ben, while I get my hat.
All right.
But what about the radio and the Venetian blinds?
Oh, cancel them, honey.
Reserve me a place on 2 bread lines, rye and whole wheat.
Herman, I just got your message. Am I in time?
Go away. The fire's out.
Well, what are you talking about?
Oh, Ben, you know you were wrong in firing that boy. After all, he is married. Just trying to help out a friend. Shows originality, too.
You're right. Come on in. I'll square it. Pat, maybe I was a little hasty in firing you. Be on the job at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, and the raise still goes.
Oh, Mr. Freeman!
Well, Hyman, you tried to pull a fast one on me, didn't you, son? Well, we'll forget all about that.
Can I have my job back?
At the old salary, yes. And remember, the next time that you want a raise, be sure that you have a wife.
You mean I get the raise if I'm married?
Absolutely.
Oh, Mr.
Oh, my. Oh. Does anybody know what's good for corns?
Oh.